against me. I guess all of that's against me.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills have been a team trending upwards the last few years. They did take a couple of devastating losses to KC in the playoffs the last 2 seasons, but here they are seeking that elusive first ever Super Bowl title.
And remember the history of this franchise, partner. They had been there 4 times in the 90s. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, 28 without a victory. Somewhere, their quarterback, Jim Kelly, their runner, Thurman Thomas, their head coach, Marv Levy, they have to be smiling watching this team go for their first Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This take it in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge look for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Going with their tight end on 3rd. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That touchdown run, it was just straight power on 4th and goal, and the offense won.
Yeah, let me just follow up with you because we always talk about how the low man wins, who has the best leverage in the trenches. On that play, we saw who won that battle. But it's not just that. It takes a runner with some vision, too, to find exactly where the cracks are, exactly where the creases are, and punch it into the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Aguilar. Well Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a throw here, hauled in. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 27, Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Folk's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A give, running right, Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with our slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going as a big part of their offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Trucks over it. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run with Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game
Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Running right, Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Good amount of meat on the bone. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be... So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to swell the lead to 6.
Folk's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6 at 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 6, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A touchdown can win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Renfro.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them to completion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This one fielded at the 5. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now it's the Cowboys' turn. Trailing by a point. A little over 20 seconds to go. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught by Wilson. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mahomes to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One final try from Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.